Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud Genius Hub. I'm Amit Ghosh and today we are going to have our lab in Google Cloud. So let's get some hand dirty. So today actually we will let's jump to the lab. So what we are going to do in Google Cloud Lab. Let me open the This is the topic. We have to implement the cloud load balancing for compute engine. So this is our first lab session today and let's start. So I have to start is continue. Okay. So before that, this is the overview of the lab. Complete the introductory. This is absolutely introductory session of implementing cloud load balancing for compute engine and uh, the skill batch will be added to my account. So when whoever is doing this Google skills to get the means all trainings and everything and hands-on lab session, they can follow this. They have to do this lab so that they can means get the skill batch to go forward in the next step. Okay, so this skill badge actually will validate your practical knowledge on specific products through hands-on labs and challenge assessments. Okay, so we have to earn this badge by completing this course or jump straight into the challenge lab to get your badge today. Okay, so batches prove your efficiency, enhance your professional profile, and ultimately lead to increased career opportunities. Okay, so the let's continue this. Okay, we have to continue the course and then we will start the challenge. Okay, see, first of all, we have to set up the network load balancers and network in this hands-on lab you will learn how to set up a pass-through network load balancer, that is NLB, and running on the compute engine virtual machines like VMs. So a layer 4 NLB handles traffic based on network level informations like IP addresses and port numbers and does not inspect the content of the traffic. Okay, so there are several ways you can load balance on Google Cloud, and this lab takes you through the setup of the network load balancer. Okay, so if you want to know about the different load balance on Google Cloud, then you can just click on this link and it will open the cloud load balancing overview. So here you will get to know how what are the features of load balancers and how many load balancers are there, and like features, single anycast Anycast IP address, seamless auto scaling, software defined load balancing, layer 4 and layer 7 load balancing, external and internal load balancing. Okay, so these are the features of the load balancers, and you will also find the type of Google Cloud load balancers like this application load balancers, network load balancers. So there are different type of load balancers, and also there is type of external and internal load balancers. Okay, and in application load balancers, if you go through it, you will know how many what are the types of application load balancers and how you can means what are the functionalities of those load balancers like external load balancers, internal load balancers. Okay, and then comes to the network load balancers, and today we are going to deploy a network load balancer into compute engine. Okay, so there are proxy load balance, proxy network load balancers, and also it is two types, externals and internal. Okay, and then there is pass-through network load balancers. So pass-through network load balancers are layer 4 regional and pass-through load balancers, and this load balancers distribute traffic among backends in the same region as the load balancers. Okay, they are implemented by using Andromeda virtual networking and Google MAClab. Okay, so these are the different type of load balancers. You just have to go through it once to memorize the names, which will be helpful in your lab session. Okay. Anyway, uh, so what are the technologies, underlying technologies of Google Cloud Load Balancers that is mentioned here? That are like Google front ends, that is GFE, are software defined and distributed systems that are located in Google points of presence and perform global load balancing in conjunction with other systems and control planes. Okay, and then there is Andromeda. Don't think it is the another galaxy. Yes, the another galaxy that is named as Andromeda, and Google named it as a Google Cloud's software defined network virtualization stack. Okay, and now there is maglev, that is a distributed system for network load balancing, and envoy I think you heard earlier also in Kubernetes, that is Envoy is an open source edge and service proxy designed for cloud native applications. Okay, so these are the mm, description of this Google Cloud load balancers, and we will now jump to the lab session. Okay, so what we have to do, it is written here. What are the objectives of this lab? In this lab, you will learn how to perform the following tasks. What are the tasks? Configure the default region and zone for your resources. Okay, you have to define default region and zone for your resources, and then you have to create multiple web server instances, and you have to configure a load balancing service, and then you have to configure a forwarding rule to distribute the traffic. Don't just get overwhelmed. It is already given and instructed in the lab. Whatever you have to do, you just have to means follow the instruction, and you will know what is happening actually in the lab. Okay, by this you can understand how it is going to happen over there. So let's start the lab, and the labs are timed and you cannot pause them. It has the 1 hour time limit, and within 1 hour you have to complete the lab, and we are already in incognito mode. So there is, if you are doing the lab first time, just open it in incognito mode, so it will be it will be good to do, because it is the one of the instruction that is given here, that for lab just use an incognito or private browser window. Okay, okay, because it will open to another account, student account, that is temporary account. So that's why it will not conflict with your uh, previous account, personal account, which you are currently logged in. Okay, so currently let's start the, if you want to see the instruction, you can see the instruction here. Let me describe you. Before you begin, lab creates a Google Cloud project and resources for a fixed time, that is 1 hour. Okay, for this lab, and lab have a time limit and no pause feature. So if you end the lab, you will have to restart from the beginning. of the lab. Okay, on the top left of your screen there is start lab button. Means here we have the in the left side. Okay, and then you have to use private browsing, whatever I have told you, and you have to just click open console in the private mode. That is that will enable while I will start the lab. Okay, and then we have to sign in to the console. uh, we will get the credential and we have to do that. Okay, so let's start the lab. I have clicked the start the lab. Okay, I'm not a robot. Motorcycle, 1 credit I will use. Okay, so see, this is the username that is given and this is the password. So I have to open this. Okay, okay, this is the student. You can see here already logged in with that student account. Okay, close it. And this is the student here. Okay, student 03. So this will be the actually login user ID. I just have to switch the account because it is opening with my another account. Okay, so you have to do this. Next, and put the password. This password. Mhm. Mm. Okay, now it is fine. 03. Okay. Oh, it was same. 03 CV. Oh, I have not checked actually. It was the same user ID I just logged in. That is actually the correct one. So whenever I open the Google console, it opened with the user ID that is given in the lab credentials. So okay, so it is written when you are in a console, do not deviate from the lab instruction. Doing so may cause your account to be blocked. Okay, means whatever written in the lab instruction you have to do that only. Don't execute anything else. Okay, because these are the actual lab environment that is going that is actually Google creating for temporary basis. We are getting one user ID, but the lab is the um, already developed for our practice. Okay, so this is the lab, you know, it's wonderful lab. And let me put it here. Okay, so here you can see the products of Google Cloud, whatever written here, like billing section, IAM section, marketplace, API, services, compute engine, Kubernetes engine. So everything is there in the left side. So it is very easier to move around whatever services you want to see or deploy or anything else. So it is very much easier to hover. Okay. So to see all the products, you just have to click on the view all products. Okay, here you will see the all the products of Google Cloud. That is a lots of products, services given here. You just have to go through it once. So let's don't deviate from this. Uh, let's jump into the instruction of the lab. Okay, so where we are right now, we have completed this one. We have logged in, accept it, and after few moments Google open. Okay, now we have to activate Cloud Shell. Okay, this is the actual the instruction of this lab, that we have to activate the Cloud Shell. Okay, just wait a sec. Okay, yeah. So where we can get Cloud Shell? Now you have to know what is Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell is a virtual machine that is loaded with development tools. Okay, and it offers persistent 5 GB home directory and runs on a Google Cloud. Okay, now Cloud Shells provides command line access to your Google Cloud resources. Okay, just let now let's go to the activate Cloud Shell, and where we will find it. Cloud Shell provides actually the command line access to your Google Cloud resources. Okay, so it will be at the top of Google Cloud console. Okay, so where it is, you have to just click here. This one is the Google Cloud Shell. So we have to activate it. I just have clicked on it. Okay, then continue, and it will open here the CLI section. Authorize. It's showing provisioning and connected. Okay, so this is the lab, this is the ls okay, so this is the CLI section that is opened. Now let's see what it it is telling to do. Okay, now click through the windows. Authorize, we have done that. It is opened. Optional is you can list the active account name with this command. Okay, let's execute this g cloud auth space list. Okay, I have copied it and pasting g cloud auth list. Okay, so where are the credential accounts? So only I have this account is showing in the authorization list, because there will be no other means account because of the security purpose. This is only created, that's why I can see only this account, not others one, because this account have only this much limit, means permission. Okay, so what are the next one? Click authorize. Okay, so authorize, that is I already have done. Okay. mm, okay, okay, so this is just came. I just get out from that Gemini. Okay, just don't do that. I was just checking out. Anyway, let's jump into the session. Okay, now fifth point is you can list the project ID with this command. Okay, let's uh, see the project IDs. That is G Cloud. Okay, I will type it. G Cloud. What is the command? G Cloud config list project. Okay, config list project. So this is the project ID. You can see here also, I think. Okay, no, it is not given here in the lab section. Okay, now let's is the this is the project ID. Now let's start first task, that is set the default region and zone for all resources. So to do that, we have to execute this command, that is gcloud config set compute slash region and then US hyphen east 1, that is the region name. Okay, so let me paste it. I am just setting out the region for the compute. Okay, so the registry, it is showing the, it is updating the property of compute region with US East 1. Okay, what happened now? I think it is fine for you all. uh, hmm, now it's fine, so region is set. Okay, now next thing is, in Cloud Shell, set the default zone. Okay, in zone I have to set as US East 1C, that is given in this instruction, so I have to do that only. What is the command? G-cloud config set compute slash zone and then US East 1C. Okay, so this is the zone. I think you all have the understanding of region and zone. Okay, if you have any doubt, and just put the comment in this video, and I will make one video for this region and zones. Okay, okay, and then do the second task, that is create multiple web server instances. For this load balancing scenario, you create 3 compute engine VM instances and install Apache on them, and then add a firewall rule that allow HTTP traffic to reach the instances. Okay, so first we have to create 3 compute engine VM instance. Okay, and then we have to install Apache on those instances, and then we have to add firewall rule that allows HTTP traffic to reach the instances. Okay, so firewall rule will be written to reach the instances only for the HTTP traffics. Okay, so the code provided already sets the zone, that is US East C. Setting the tags field lets you reference these instances all at once, such as the firewall rule. Okay, so these commands also install Apache on each instances and give each instance a unique home page. So how? We have to create a virtual machine, that is ww1, in your default zone, that is we already have selected US East C, and using this code. So this code you just have to, this is in telecom we used to tell this as a command, but this is actually the code. Okay, so G-Cloud compute instances create, we are creating this www1 instances, where zone is the US East C, tag is the, this one will be the tag, machine type will be E2 small, image Debian 11. So these are the features, that is configuration that is defined here. Okay, and we also installing the Apache on top of these instances, and then we will, after installing the Apache, we have to restart the Apache to get it work. Okay, so this is the web server www1. Okay, so first of all, let's create one virtual machine, that is www1. So copy this code and go to the lab and paste it here. Enter. It will take some time and it will create, because the code is running and in the background there is some process going on, because there are many works that it has to do. uh, it also will install the Apache and then it will restart it. Okay, so everything will be done in background, you don't have to think about it. So it is showing that it is created this compute, that is ww1, and you can see the configuration that is given, also IP already assigned, internal IP and external IP, and it is showing the running. Okay, uh, sorry. Okay, so it is opening here and just close it. Okay, so next virtual machine we have to create, that is ww2, and it has the same configuration actually. Okay, so let's create this one also, ww2. It is taking a bit time, but it's absolutely fine. Yeah, it is also created, and go to the next one, ww3. Let's create this one also. Okay, so three instances are created. Okay, so I am opening in the another window that will be helpful. It will be bigger. Okay, now we have to create a firewall rule to allow external traffic to the VM instances. So currently external traffic is not coming, right? So let's create that firewall rule. It is given as G-Cloud Compute Firewall Rules. Create www-firewall network 1B target tags is the network 1B tag, and allow TCP 80, that is the external port. That is how we are allowing the external traffic to there. Okay, so let's execute this one also. Okay, so this spiral rules is created for that network tag that is already defined in the instances. Okay, that tag. Okay, now you need to get external IP addresses of your instances and verify that they are running. Okay, to get the external IP addresses, we have to run this command, gcloud compute instances list. So how many instances we have created? Only 3 instances. Let's see the external IP of this configuration. See, ww1, 2 and 3. So these are the external IPs that is allocated for these instances. And what is the next step? Next step is verify that each instance is running with curl, replacing IP address with the external IP address. Okay, so curl, this command, I think you are used to it. So let's do the curl with the HTTP, because we have allowed the HTTP traffic. So this is the external IP, this copied IP, curl it. Okay, so this is we are getting the output as ww1, so it is fine. That is what we have defined to get this output. Okay, during the instance creation. and then this IP, yes, it is www2, so it's absolutely fine. Now third IP. Okay, so www3. So this is now accessible from external area. Okay, so let's check my progress. You have to click this progress so that it can get updated. So this assessment is completed 1 and 2. Now task 3, to configure the load balancing services. Okay, so when you configure the load balancing service, your virtual machine instances receive packets and that are destined to the static external IP address you configure. Okay, instances made with a compute engine image are automatically configured to handle this IP address. Okay, so first of all, what we will do, first of all, we will create static external IP address for our load balancer. So gcloud, this is the command gcloud compute addresses create network 1b IP1 and region, for which region? US East 1. Okay, so let's create that. So let's clearing up and then create this. Okay, so it is created. So next is add a legacy HTTP health check resource. So HTTP health check resource, always it will check the health of the HTTP. So gcloud compute HTTP health checks, create basic checks. Okay, okay, so it is created health check. So let's check my progress. Load balancing service assessment is completed. Now let's go to the next task, that is create the target pool and forwarding rule. Okay, so a target pool is a group of backend instances that receive incoming traffic from external pass-through NLBs. So this is pass-through NLB. Okay, a target pool is a group of backend instances that receive incoming traffic from external pass-through NLB. Okay, all backend instances of a target pool must reside in the same Google Cloud region. Otherwise, it will not allow to pass through. Okay, means the traffic will not come. So all backend instances of a target pool must reside in the same Google Cloud region. So it is a logical one, right? Means all target pools should be in the same region so that all backend instances get the IP address also, and so that the incoming traffic will come from the external way, external load balancers. Okay, so let's create it, run the following to create the target pool. Now we are going to create the target pool and use the health check, and which is required for the service to function. Okay, health check is already created. Okay, so for some, now we are going to create the target pools. Okay, and health check actually used to it is required for the service to function. Okay, so let's create the target pool. So it is created, and health check also, basic checks done. So let's go to there. Now add the instances you created earlier to the pool. Okay, so this, in this target pool I am adding those instances so that external traffic can be, incoming traffic can be through to these instances. So it is updated in this target pool. This all three instances are updated in this target pool. Okay, now now next we will make the forwarding rule. Okay, a forwarding rule specifies how to route network traffic to the backend services of a load balancer. Okay, so the forwarding rule will specify how to route network traffic to the backend services of a load balancer. So let's create this forwarding rule. So what is this forwarding rule? Compute forwarding rule, create, then www rule, then region is the this one, port is 80, address is that one, and target pool is this www hyphen pool, that target pool we have created. So let's create a forwarding rule. It is now created. Now what is defined? Okay, so this forwarding rule is created. Now it will this rule will define how to route the network traffic to the backend services of the load balancers. Mean backend services mean that target pool we have created, and inside the target pool there is the three instances we have added, right? Let's check the progress. Okay, so this assessment is completed. Now this is the task 5. What is it written? Send traffic to your instances. Okay, now we have to send the traffic to the instances we have created. How exciting. Now we are going to send the traffic. It's means our fruits are going to get here, means all the hard work will pays off here. So now that the load balancing service is configured, and you can start sending traffic to the forwarding rule and watch the traffic be dispersed in different instances. Okay, we just have to watch it. So enter the following command to view the external IP addresses of the www rule, forwarding rule used by the load balancer. Okay, gcloud compute forwarding rules describe, we are just describing this rule, www rule, and under which region? East 1. Okay, okay, so this is what we have described, that rule, the rule that is given, this is the IP address, and protocol is the TCP. This is the creation timestamp, fingerprint ID, kind, level fingerprint. These are the for security purposes. Load balancing scheme is the external, and networking tier is premium, and port range is 8080, means 80 only. Okay, and the region that is defined here as US East 1. So this is the description of it. Okay, so what is the, what is it is saying? Access the external IP address. So how to access the external IP address? So execute this command. Okay, so we have accessed actually, and show the external IP address, echo, and you just have to see that what we are doing as a Linux command, that IP address equal to this command, okay, where we are actually filtering out the IP address that is given here. This will come inside this IP address. So echo it, so you will get it. This IP address that is here. It is actually filtering out and saved it in IP address. Okay, so simple Linux command. It is now use the curl command to access the external IP address, replacing IP address with an external address from the previous command. Okay, so while true, do curl m1 IP address done. Okay, so let's see. See, it is actually accessing all the instances. You just have to do Control C to stop it, otherwise it will run. Okay, yeah, Control C I have done. So it is completed. In this lab, you have built a network load balancer and practice sending traffic to a forwarding rule and watched the traffic get distributed to different instances. Okay, so you can see that whenever I started curl, and you can see it is distributing to w1 w2 w3, every instances are getting traffic one by one. So the load balancer is working actually. This is the proof that it is actually balancing the traffic. It is not sending to particular one instance every time. It is doing a means round robin manner, means it is sending ww1 then w2 then 3, otherwise 1 1 2 2 3 3 like this. Okay, so it is actually balancing. So you have done that network load balancer you have created inside the compute engine. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and I think you have done this on beside. You are also doing this lab, or maybe you will be doing this lab, and I hope it will help you to understand better about this lab and Google Cloud, and how you can manage inside Google Cloud, how you can implement network load balancer. And if you like this video, then click the like button, and also subscribe this channel if you have not subscribed yet, and it will be very much helpful for me to get motivated to make more videos for you. So see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. See you.